Cool. So that's one reaction you'll get off this arm drag is people kind of turning and face you so they don't get their back taken. But if our opponent stays on their hands and knees, especially in like a more competitive type scenario where people aren't as willing to give up the 2 points, this creates an opportunity for us to take our partners back. And so we'll look at that now. And so the initial setup is all gonna be the same. It's kind of all off this reaction of me like trying to maintain position, but my partner is pummeling or beating me at the pummel. So foot to the inside, kick and pull my partner's hand down to the mat. But now this time when my partner stays on their hands, what I'm gonna look to do is I'm gonna look to turn my hand like this on top of my partner's gi. And so just like in the smash pass recovery, we talked about locking out our elbow, putting our knuckles into our partner's forearm. We're gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna turn my knuckles down towards the mat, lock out my elbow and put all my weight on his hand. So now if he tries to stand up from here, it should be pretty difficult. And then from here, I'm just gonna look to come up and take my partner's back. So we're here, boom, again, always pummeling this hand to the inside. And again, when I'm playing this guard, at no point can I allow him to control me with his hand. Now this gives him kind of like an anchor point. He can start pulling himself in. I can't pull his hand to the floor anymore. I can't pull his hand across the center line of his body. So the second our partner gets a grip on us, whatever we're doing, we have to stop, break, 2-on-1, pummel to the outside, go back, and now we're here. So again, boom, partner pummels, boom, kick and pull. Again, turning my knuckles down, locking out my elbow. And then as I do that, my leg that was on the inside of the thigh, I keep it between my partner's leg so that now as I retract my feet and stand up, it should turn into the first hook. And then I just throw my second hook in and immediately I go for double unders here like so. Don't want to lock my seatbelt anytime. You can sit down for a moment. Anytime my hips can become higher than my head, I'm at a good chance of getting flipped over, or from the back, there's a good chance you may just slide forward. So in those positions, if I'm trying to take someone's back and they're on all fours or they're like this, I always start with a double under control. And then the way I get my partner down to the mat, once I jump up, I get here, is all I'm gonna look to try to do is connect my toes on one side to the mat. I'm just gonna push off the mat and go to the side to drop us both here. Now once we hit the ground, I can pull one arm out, get my seatbelt, start looking for chokes. So I'll do that one more time. Boom, here, break, circle, here, pummels, kick and pull. Just like so, and again, chest to back, double unders, toes to the mat, and then I'm pushing off at like a 45-degree angle this way to the side to force us to roll. And I like to keep the double unders rather than committing to a seatbelt, because a lot of the times the person will try to overcorrect, roll to the other side. So now I can just take this arm out and go for my chokes on this side now. So I'd say that right there is the reaction I would get the most off this arm drag, I would say. And then that back take is probably the biggest scoring mechanic we have from this position.